Am I trying to sell a course? No. I don't sell courses, man. What's up, Aaron? How's it going, man? We had a little bit of a spike here. We had some highs that got taken out. Created this data wick high that I got marked out there. Kirby, what's up, man? JM, what's up? Lee, what's up? I don't use supply and demand, but it's a great strategy. It is a great trading strategy. I'm expecting this to dump. I've been sitting here waiting for it. I don't know. That's just what my gut is telling me based on the way that I've been studying price action on the book map, and it feels like it wants to dump to the downside here. It wants to take out these lows potentially, but could be completely wrong. I'm not really sure, DB. I'm with you. I would have expected, based on the things we've been hearing and the blockade and all of that we would have dumped, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. What's up, Missy B? Dakota, what's up? Salutations from Norwegian. Dallas, what's up, man? No, I did not take anything from PPI. Stay impatient. Downloaded Financial Juice last night. There you go. It's good when it's working. Yesterday I was having some issues with it loading. Wouldn't refresh. Ruben, there's a video on my page pinned that talks about how I would get started if I was brand new to this, knowing what I know now. You look like Stabler from Law and Order. It's a great show. Hey, you too, man. Appreciate that. Close the trade, or hope it goes in your direction. It's really, I mean, that's the crap of it, man. It's tough when his tweets cause so much volatility. Let's DWH data wick high. It's the PPI data wick from 8:30. We had red folder news at 8:30. Biden didn't know how to use a cell phone, man. I'm learning book map as we speak. It's hard, but it's worth it. Yeah, definitely worth it, man. Takes a long time for a lot of people. I mean, anybody that knows me personally will tell you I have spent a tremendous amount of time sitting here studying book map while looking at TradingView, not even looking for trades, just trying to hone in my ability to decipher what I'm seeing and patterns, things like that. Just it takes a while. I like ICT concepts. There's some of them that are very, very useful. Nice, Joseph. Appreciate that. It's not hard to understand, Dakota. No, it's not hard to understand at all. But Bookmap behaves differently during different market cycles. It doesn't operate this. It doesn't behave the same way. Price doesn't behave the same way every day. And so, in turn, you have to say, okay, well then Bookmap probably doesn't behave the same every day. So you have to be able to identify, different behaviors, the way it's acting, especially in conjunction with whatever trading style you have. That was from a while ago, Everett. If you look back, if you go back to Wednesday, February 4th, that's where that is marked out from. And I have more above us here from previous. You see these other highs that we have here from February 3rd, February 2nd, January 29th, January 29th. So there's other highs marked out. Good morning, good morning. I took 2 trades yesterday. Made a little bit of money. Caught the pump later in the day, which is not normally what I like to do, but I had time on my hands and I was sitting here studying Bookmap and it played out, so it looks pretty clean. Hoarding guys. Bro, I've been struggling the last couple of days just trying to get to my payouts. Don't focus on the payouts, man. Remove that from your thinking. Focus on executing your plan, taking your setups. If they don't present themselves, walk away. Don't force something. Remove the money from your mind if you can. I know that's a lot easier said than done. I don't day trade ETFs. I think you have to have a pretty large margin in there too, don't you? You got to have more than 5K. I could be completely wrong. I know with Thinkorswim, the way their platform used to be set up, you had to have like 20,000 in there to have unlimited day trades. You can only take like 2 trades. So I'm not sure what platform you're using. 5K probably is, I don't know. I'm not familiar with your whole setup, man. Ask ChatGPT or Claude. We think of Bookmap. I love it. I use it. Hey, my favorite streamer. Hey, man, what's up? Appreciate that. Yeah, I use Bookmap. Here it is right here. I love it. I like how your London highs are just supply zones. Yeah. 200 away from blowing my first eval. It happens, man. Very few people pass their first eval. It does. Some people do, but very few. No big deal. You're gonna blow a lot of fun. You're gonna blow a lot of evals in your trading career. Get used to it. Obviously, you don't want to, make it a habit, but it's gonna happen. Don't let it screw with you. Don't let it screw with your mind. Yes, I do. Yeah, it's always on over there. Ryan, what's up, man? Hugo, what's up? Financial Juice is not saying a whole lot right now. IMF cuts Germany economic growth forecast to 0.8% in 2026 and 1.2% in 2027, down from 1.1 and 1.5% in January. No biggie for us. I trade ICT in conjunction with order flow and momentum, brought to you by Bookmap. I rely heavily on Bookmap. Mike, what's up, man? Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Song, man. Yeah. Grown man using Bookmap. You are correct. You are correct. and little boy not using it. Bookmap, it's what plants crave. How hard do you think it is to learn Bookmap, or is it just straightforward? I think it's pretty straightforward to understand what it does and what you're looking at. It's learning the patterns, learning it doesn't behave the same every day. I mean, the same way price doesn't behave the same every day. Just takes, it took me about a year to get comfortable taking trades relying pretty heavily on Bookmap. I think you should, you can use it as a confluence with any strategy that you trade. Since I started watching you and using Bookmap myself, I've been banking. There you go. I don't rely too heavily on SMTs or changing the state of delivery. Those are definitely added confluences if I'm trading an ICT setup. If I'm trading an ICT setup, such as what you're describing, I would look for a sweep of a major level of V-shaped recovery. I'd like to see a breaker block form. I like to see a fair value gap form in the direction that price is headed. So like if we're bearish, I want to see a bearish gap form, preferably inside that breaker. Clear draw and liquidity to the downside would be ideal. So you would have that with this London low, this Asia low here, or at least to the VWAP. So those are the things that I look for if I'm taking a trade like that. If I'm taking a Bookmap trade, I'm just looking for clear direction, trend to be established. I'm looking for a breakout. I'm looking for a pullback to that breakout point. I'm looking for a clear draw and liquidity. I'm going to probably enter where that breakout took place. If we get a pullback to it, I'm going to put stops just below where that breakout or just above where the breakout happened. And I'm going to keep a pretty tight stop and target the level of liquidity that we see as a draw. NQ. Yeah, we got a 15-minute gap here that's kind of just been holding us up. I do think at some point we're going to dump, but I could be wrong. You're used to 10-second graphs now. Way too small time frame. JR, what I was noticing is you took a lot of trades. Yeah, you made money yesterday, but I would try to limit the amount of trades that you take. You're more scalping, which can really burn you, especially in these markets. So just be aware of that. Make sure you're setting a stop immediately when you open a trade. Palace. What is this you're trading? This is NASDAQ futures, as well as S&P futures, also known as ES and NQ. NQ and ES. Kyle, what's up, man? I keep thinking that we're going to dump at some point, man. I could be wrong. That's what my gut was telling me. I thought we were going to get it when we inverted this one right here, but pushed right back through it, or at least to the CE of it here. We'll see. I'm staying patient. I'm in no rush. I could not tell you how unbothered I feel right now in terms of price action. If it shows me what I want to see, I'll take it. If I don't see what I want to see, keep it moving. I'm going to get a solid workout, eat some good protein, take a nap this afternoon, probably go for a run. Could not be any less anxious to take a trade. $250 from eval. Nice. 9 milligram. I just started using TradingView to execute and accidentally left an order, came back next day, trade was open 5 hours, made 400. Yeah, be super careful with that, Kyle. The way to do that is make sure you have your trade of 8 window open. And when you get done with the trading day, or you feel like you're done, make sure after each trade, make sure you hit the exit at market and cancel button. It's just to the right of the buy market, sell market. And make sure you have the right account selected, and make sure you're on the right instrument when you do that. Because you can, I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've blown accounts from leaving something on the, leaving an order on the chart. And that'll really, really, really demoralize you when you do that shit. I've had days where I crushed it. I'm just like, yes, great day. Go to class, come back, every account's blown. So make sure you, that's a happy mistake that it made you money this time, but it can easily cost you a lot. Today's test and try for me. I can't wait. There you go. Hit a little back action. Passed any from leaving some on chart? No, but I've made some money before. But I can honestly say I'd rather it not happen at all. Just because I've had days where I've blown every single funded account I had because they were tied together through Trade Syncer, left an order on the chart, boom, done. Do you have a daily target? No. Nope. None of the accounts I'm trading right now have consistency, I don't think. Yeah, they're all, I can make as much as I want. So I don't put a number on it. Yes, that's exactly what I do, Theo. I don't recommend doing that if you're new, though. I recommend just keeping it simple. Yeah, I got ES over here on this other chart. I don't know. They look very similar to me right now. Orders to both sides on ES, pretty evenly spaced out to both sides. Same with NQ, really. So we'll see what happens. Could revisit the data wick high. Very possible. I messed with your crib. Looks clean. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Apparently it's CGI. That's what a lot of people say. Apparently I'm AI and my apartment is CGI. I remember when it happened to you, took out a bunch of accounts. I felt terrible. It wasn't even my accounts. Yeah, it's so frustrating, dude. And you do it once and you're like, I'll never do that again. And then somehow it happens. It's happened to me a couple times. So I have a checklist that I go down now to make sure that every single account has every order canceled. Sure looks like Miami Vice. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Mel. Appreciate that. You like my hair color? Thank you. Yeah, it's strange. That's why I said make sure you bounce through the other instruments too, like NQ, ES, MES, MNQ. Make sure you hit cancel all on each instrument just in case somehow one got left on one of those others. There is, you can code AI to trade for you. I've messed around with it a little bit, but that was actually when I first started trading, when I was trading with Forex, I was coding my own, like, you can code what's called, not an EAM, but like, it's got an acronym. I forgot the acronym for it. It's basically a coding model, a strategy, a coding model that You code a strategy. And I was messing around with that when I first got started. I was using AI to do it, so I was like telling it exactly what I wanted to do. I'm way more successful doing it myself. Hey, David, take a hike, bro. Yeah, there are some people that crush it, dude. Yeah. It did work a little bit. It did work a little bit. What is an A plus setup? An A plus setup is where you have, for me, at least 4 or 5 confluences that are in favor of your strategy. So if I had a sweep of a London, this is what I would love to see for my A plus strategy. Sweep of a data wick high, maybe even this previous London high as well. V-shaped recovery, breaker formation, bearish fair value gap inside of the breaker, preferably on like a 2, 3, or 4 minute time frame. Clear draw on liquidity to the downside, which we have. Clear momentum, clear book map direction. That would all be combined to form what I would call an A plus setup. Hey, David, take a hike, bro. How many times? Is it better letting AI trade for you? I don't think so. I do very well myself. Verse of the day. Appreciate the reminder. I've messed around with that, Antonio. Yeah, I've messed around with that. No, I'm not in a trade. Market opens in 8 minutes. 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Verse of the day, 1 Corinthians 15, 1 through 4. I want to remind you of the gospel I preached to you, that Christ died for our sins according to the scriptures, that he was buried, and that he was raised on the 3rd day according to the scriptures. Amen. How long have I been selling? I don't sell anything. How long have I been trading? Been trading for 5 years. I didn't really start making any significant amount of money until last year. I had taken some payouts here and there sporadically, but last year is when it got consistent and when I was able to really dial in and start taking consistent payouts on a regular basis. Are you going to buy or sell at 9? Well, 9 was 24 minutes ago. Yeah, Jesus was a futures trader. I think I would say that I was taking it relatively seriously the whole time. It was just last year things clicked. Best prop firm with no consistency. For me, Take Profit Trader would be that one because the daily payouts, there's no cap on the daily payouts. There's no consistency. You can really just crush it. It's not easy for everybody because they have intraday trailing drawdown up until you reach your buffer. So a lot of people can't get a grip on that. So if you have an issue with the intraday trailing drawdown, the next best would be either Tradeify or Lucid. The Tradeify Select plan or the Lucid Flex plan. Lucid Flex does not have consistency in the funded. However, you do have to have 5 days of $150 of profit or more before you take a payout. So you need 5 days and then you can take a payout. But you can make as much as you want each day. There's no cap. There's no consistency. And their payouts are unbelievably fast, man. Like a lot of firms, you'll have your payment within 24 hours. With the way that TPT works is if I made money today with TPT, tonight around 7:30, my account will settle. I'll be able to request the money to be sent to my TPT wallet, and that'll happen around like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. So I'll wake up to it in my wallet, and then I can request it to be sent to my bank. That happens instantly. So from the time the market closes at 5, it takes until about 7:30 for me to be able to request the payout to my wallet. And then from 7:30 until about 3:30 a.m., that's how long it takes to get to my wallet. So by the next morning, I'll have the payout. So it is a daily payout thing, but with Lucid, you request the payout, and within like a minute, it's in your account, like in your bank account. There's a challenge to all of it, JR. There's definitely a challenge to all of it. I mean, you want to make sure you're not going to withdraw too much to where you don't leave yourself enough buffer. I like to leave about $1,000 of my own buffer on top of whatever buffer they give you, whatever amount of drawdown they give you. I like to leave about 1,000 of my own money in there, just because you never know when you're going to have a day where you open a trade and before you can even set a stop loss, Trump said something, and the timing was absolutely terrible. And by the time you close the trade, it's beyond where you were willing to, the amount you were willing to lose. So there's things like that that can easily happen with the way that price goes these days. The flex accounts specifically don't have the consistency in funded. The pro accounts do. 40%, I think, is the pro accounts. Two minutes and 30 seconds. No one cares, dude. I'm trying to learn to stay calm. I just get happy sometimes. Hey, that's good, man. It's good to be happy. Just don't let it dictate your decision making. Apex just moved me to live. There you go. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people dog on the live, man, but I think that there's some good to be said for it. Some firms will allow you to take daily payouts in the live. There'll be no consistency in the live because they don't want to put a consistency on it because they're taking it's real money and they're making a percentage of whatever it is that you make. So there's something to be said for live. I know there's some drawbacks to it as well. There's tax benefits to trading your own personal capital, but it's good, man. That's good. If I get a setup, I'll take a trade, man. If I get a setup, I'll take a trade. Matthew, what's up, dude? Does anybody else lose sleep because they get excited to watch the charts? That'll fade. Christian only takes trades when you're not looking. Yeah, just make sure you're sticking to those rules. Where are my fellow orbs in the chat? I'll put that on for you guys. It's a that's pretty wide orb on NQ. ES is 5.5 points ish. Yeah, I guess maybe that's not that wide. I had it stretched out here. 27 points ish on NQ. Could be an orb day. Very well could be an orb day. "45 seconds till market open." Just take it slow and easy, Dakota. There's no rush. 5 months is not. That's. I mean, I still consider myself new, and I've been doing this for 5 years, man. You got to remember, people do this as a career. Like, seasoned traders have been doing this 20, 30, 40 years. There's guys like PJ and Rips. They've been doing it for 10 plus years, and they're dialed in, but only recently. I mean, some of those guys, it took them 5, 6, 7 years to really get dialed in. Here's open. Sure, a lot of people got stopped out that were short right there. That's why I don't ever have a trade during market open. Same. I've been in since 2020, and just this year I'm profitable. Yeah, there you go. Good for you for sticking with it. You hear the statistic all the time. 99% of traders never make money. It's because most people quit. They quit within like a couple of months. So that statistic is very skewed. If you start to look at people who have stuck with this for a year or more, that number, of the number of people who have found success goes way up. Especially if you start to do 2 or 3 years. And then you talk to them and it's like, well, were you successful in the first 2 years, 3 years? They're like, no, it took them 2, 3, 4 years to find success. I almost quit after blowing my first funded a week ago. Yeah, see? Bookmap is lit up to 25,720 on NQ, and it's pretty mixed on ES, but there are some orders flashing up to all the way up basically to 69.50. But I don't trust either direction at the moment. I'm going to stay patient here. It's possible, Dakota. It's definitely possible, man. I got some Johann Debussy playing in my ear right now. Very feng shui. Daggin, what's up? Good morning, good morning. Yeah, I overloaded myself with YouTube knowledge and was confused for years. That's why I said last night in the Discord, try to cut some of the noise out. Don't overly consume trading content on social media. It can really screw with your head. Not just like, even if you're consuming positive stuff that's just strategic stuff, it can throw you off. Orders up to the mid 30s here above us. No, you're not, Valentino. You can paper trade though. I definitely would paper trade if I was you. Your setup is calm, bro. Hey, I appreciate that. I'm such a burger, dude. You need money at 14? Yeah, you can't really do that from trading right now. And needing money is definitely not the time when you should be trying to learn to trade. It will cause you all kinds of problems. This is not a get rich quick scheme or even like a start to make money fast scheme. There's that data wick background color. So this right here. So this preset right here. That one. ES took data wick, or NQ took data wick, ES did not. NQ futures is what we're trading. Orders up to 750. Pump, pump, pump. Christian Moggs live. see what happens here. How cool would it be if we just got the cleanest setup for a reversal? Yes, just took data wick. I'm in shorts. I'd wait for more confirmation than that. Still a heavy stack of orders there at 750. Starting to get some action below us here. That 750 level, Kenny, is what I have marked there. But I mean, there's tons of stuff that I have marked out higher. There's Interstellar just came on in my ear, nice. There's orders up here. Yeah, you should do all of this prior to the session starting. Though I do this around 8 a.m. Do all the charting. Christian about to make us rich. I don't know about that. Might help you pay your bills, but no, I'm not. I'm not in a trade. Astro Jack. I'm not in a trade. I'm waiting here, man. Like I was saying, ideal for me would get a V-shaped recovery here after the sweep of these highs. Would like to see that 750 level get popped first, but reversal here, it would be really cool to see. Nice setup for that. It's not highly likely given this very strong bullish open, but we'll see. I love the sight of a fresh 50 candy. Your patience is astonishing. I appreciate that, man. Liquidity levels, JR. Session highs. Session highs and session lows and other points of interest. A lot of liquidity just got yanked above us here. There's a VWAP anchored to the true day open at 25,690. Which will be down here. And we have the orb down here. You can do whatever you want, man. You can do whatever you want. I honestly don't like this for a reversal. I would think a continuation would be what we'd be thinking here, rather than trying to take a short. I could be wrong though. We'll stay patient. This is the 5-minute chart, just for you guys that are wondering. TWH is data wick high. It's the PPI news that happened at 8:30 a.m. It's that 750 level just got popped on the book map. Haven't seen you take a trade in a week. It's probably why I'm green, bro. And most people you've probably seen taking consistent trades are not, or they won't tell you that they're not. I watched a guy last night take 4 back-to-back L's in a row, and he was taking like the stupidest little trades too. He was taking like trades that were like this. He's like, I'm gonna take a 1-to-1 here. And it was like this. And he kept getting stopped out. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? But he took a trade. I'm sure he satisfied people that were itching to see a trade taken. Why are you talking about me? Hardest part about trading is waiting and not taking a trade. I would say that is correct. If you can master that, that's when your success will begin. ES book map is just lit up both directions here. I don't trade the 8 a.m. more, but I keep it on there because there's a bunch of people in here that do trade it. So I try to be accommodating. You want to see the NQ book map? Book camp for book map. Min longs after the displacement candle. Christian, it was nice chatting with you last night. I hope you used the money I sent you in good health. Appreciate that, man. Can always count on you. Yeah, 2,800 or 25,800 is definitely a key level there. Oh yeah, it was me. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, ES is in this 1 minute gap right now, touching through the CE of it. Orders down to the 20s on NQ, but doesn't mean we're going to absorb those. Could though. Thoughts on Al's Burgers? A phenomenal burger place, man. Absolutely phenomenal. Highly recommend. Highly, highly recommend. You're going to get popped for hedging, Mattless, if that's true. Looks like heat signals. That's basically what it is. It's this is level 2 order or level 2 data, institutional order flow. It's called Bookmap. I'm not in a trade. Not in a trade. I'm looking at this 1 minute inversion that we have right above us here, seeing how we react at this level. We tap perfectly into this 1 minute here. I'm seeing if this is a continuation. Just keeping an eye on it. What do you mean? How come you pay for a sub in data and don't just like use like Trade-Evade or Bookmap? What do you mean? Yeah, I am trying to lock in. I'm trying to find a trade. Big orders popping at 70. Let's see what ES is talking about. It's hard to tell. Big orders up to 80 now. It seems like this just wants to blow the roof off, but it's hard to tell because ES is lit up in both directions. NQ is very, very red to the upside. I'd be a little surprised if this doesn't pop to the 70s. Couple of orders coming in here in the 40s. But like I said, I would be surprised here if this doesn't pop up to the 70s. Dexter, what's up, man? ES is just lit up in both directions here, so it's hard to get a read. It's called Bookmap. Bookmap, Victor. All right, I need some different music. How do you remove emotions from trading? It's hard, man. I don't think it's actually possible, but you're going to feel emotions. It's just not allowing them to dictate your decision making. Bookmap's a little over 100 a month. Cora de Hilo. Hilo. HB, I don't recommend trying to learn ICT fully. I mean, you can if you want. My recommendation, especially for new people, is find the basics, the fundamental concepts of ICT, and then find an ICT strategy, like a unicorn model, IFVG, something like that, and stick with that. Don't try to get crazy. What's up, Tristan? Weekend was good, man. That 6 a.m. open is rough, yeah. 6:30. 6:30 open, right? 3 hours. I did not look at Oliver Velez yet. No, I didn't. Is NQ reversing? I wouldn't say yet. No, it's consolidating right here. Do you miss a good time to drinking? No. I do not. I don't miss the person I was then, JR. It's not a good person. I also don't miss the effect that I had on other people when I was drinking. Is this in QBook map? It is. No, sorry. ES. I'm trying to get ES to clear up, man. It's just completely lit up on both sides. Now we got orders down to 700 on NQ. So somebody asked if we're reversing. Looks like we potentially could, but we'll see. Appreciate that, Ballas. Yeah, you would think, Kirby. Yeah, that's a bad combo. If you struggle with that and live in Colorado, that's really difficult. That's my usual wake up time, Tristan. You woke up at 5 California time, or okay? So that would, yeah, actually that's 8 our time, or Arizona time. You're in Arizona, right? Or you slept in. I'm up at 6 East Coast time every day, at the latest. Who won the giveaway on Discord? It was it Everett or Will was one of the people in here. They got a different name on the Discord. Names on the Discord were David P and Monkey. Not Everett. Who was it? It was somebody. Not really struggle. Just don't want to do it. And I do it every so often. Yeah. Yeah, you got to pay for live data. If you're 10 minutes delayed, you got to pay for live data. You got Bookmap on NQ down to 700, which would be right around this 5 minute. Bro, I swear, ICT just hasn't been working lately. It's been tough, man. It's been working for some people. Some people have been crushing it, but the setups that I've been taking, there was a good ICT setup was it yesterday morning? It was pre-market, happened around 8. Big 15-minute. I'm gonna clean up some of this stuff on the chart. Have you tried ICC? No. I haven't felt the need to switch strategies. Yeah, the indicator's name is this, right here, for the fair value gaps. Yeah, set it and forget it, Dakota. I've done that. When you're struggling to hold trades, I recommend doing something like that. Maybe not break even, but setting a stop. They show on mine. Go to the 2 or 3 hour. You can see them on those time frames. I can see it on the 1 hour too, though. Who said that? I didn't see that. Palace. Did you get SL? What do you mean? I haven't taken a trade, man. I haven't taken a trade yet, Joe. Can't hit a stop loss if you don't have a trade. Hey, Zeus, what's up? What are you thinking so far? I want to see how we react if we tap into this 15 a little deeper. I want to see a little deeper. There's some orders on Bookmap that I'm keeping an eye on. How are they so lit up? What do you mean? It's probably just the colors. I use specific colors. These colors. Why isn't the mic on your beard? It's just not. It kind of hurts to do that. Chapel colored candles increase P&L, I heard. That's exactly why I do it. people already out of the pool. We're clearly bullish. Get the side of the rejection on the Q15. We're going in longs. I want to see a deeper dig in that 15. We tapped into it, but I wanted to see a deeper dig. What is PPI? Producer Price Index. Cost of manufacturing goods. I don't have any. It's just default, and then I think I changed the colors a little bit. Classes are good, man. I'm ready for it to be over. Ready for summer. I'm over it. Wanted shorts today. Probably won't take a trade. I'm in the middle of the semester right now, man. It ends in like a month. Nah, undergrad. Finishing my junior year. Doing econ right now. I had planned to go to law school, but trading has taken place of that. No reason to go to law school. You look like you could be my dad. I'm 33. Yeah, late start. Actually, I started exactly when God intended for me to start, but in terms of traditional age, definitely a little older. Appreciate that, Dean. I'm not seeing. I think we're going higher here, but there's no entry here for me. I guess I could have taken a tap on that 15, but I was actually looking for a deeper dig based on the book map. Those orders got yanked after we were already midway up to where we are now. I wanted to see a deeper dig. Didn't get it. We have inverted this 5-minute gap. Had a 68-year-old man in my nursing classes. He died doing what he loved. Dang. 68 isn't even old. What was the gap? What do you mean, Alejandro? Price is telling me to close my computer and not look back. Hey, listen to what your gut's telling you there, Matthew. You have to pay to see previous data with CME contracts. My chart only goes up to July 2025. You might, yeah. How many years do you have left? Just one. Graduate next May. Known Christian since '74, solid dude. So I was like, oh, appreciate that. Nah, not gonna lie, people talked bad about him at first, but it's expected. He pushed through. That's pretty shitty of people, to be honest. What did you do in life between your 20s and now in your 30s? Did you do another undergrad before? No, man. Dropped out of high school and was having too much fun. Ended up going back to high school, finishing that. I actually didn't go back for a while, but I've done all kinds of different things. I did landscaping, I did framing, worked for a couple different construction companies, and then I worked on cars for about 6 years. Went to school for that, where they sent me to school for that after I had started. And then after COVID, I started working for a law firm as a legal analyst doing mergers and acquisitions. And then decided I wanted to be an attorney because I loved it. So I went back, went to community college first, did 2 years there, transferred here to UNC Chapel Hill. Now I'm finishing my first year here, which is my junior year, and I have 1 year left. High cortisol trader. Clearly, can't you tell? What automotive school? American Honda, up in Virginia. Don't forget you did that Magic Mike gig for a while. Yes, that's true. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Most of the delay was drugs and alcohol, man. I was very wrapped up in drugs and alcohol for a large portion of that time. So you got heavy liquidity down to 69.66 on ES underneath us, but you have heavy liquidity up to 25.800 on NQ. ES is pumping, even though that liquidity is under us. NQ seems to want to pump. That 15-minute tap was the entry for this continuation. I wish I had taken that. I was looking for a deeper dig at the time, though. I had an idea that I was going to take that trade, but I wanted to see a deeper dig down to those orders that were underneath us. We had orders at 704 exactly, and if you look at price, we went to 712-ish. So I was looking for a slightly deeper dig. Maybe I was a little too patient. I don't know. Yes, Kirby, I do. From 9 a.m. to 11, or I guess 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. TP hit, there you go. Sensei, I knew people. And no, you actually don't need a certification for that. You actually don't. I shadowed for about a year and then kept going. No pullbacks here. I have no clue what's playing in my ear right now. What is this? Riverside by Sidney Sampson. I have no clue what that is. Never too late if you really want to do it, but trading is way more freedom if you can get good at it. Do you have any cool cars or had any cool cars? I got a Ford Pinto, man. That's pretty cool. It's my pride and joy. Why do you not trade crypto? Too volatile. Not in my wheelhouse. With the top of the line seed heaters. I had no clue what that was, man. It came up on my Spotify just randomly. YouTube as well, Sensei. No, my last name is not Sins. I'm not Johnny. Are you joking about the Pinto, or do you really have one? I felt you were joking when you mentioned this super long term. It's really what I drive, man. How much do you put in? What do you mean? What do you mean put in? Like how many contracts? Samaj, I'm joking, man. I have a M5. Black on black M5. Younger generation doesn't understand class and comfort. And start trading with 100 a month. You don't really need a whole lot of money, man. Trading with prop firms doesn't require a whole lot of money. Domestic disturbance, nah, it's just people are loud, man. I got my door cracked too because I forgot to take the chicken trimmings out yesterday, and the trash was stanking this morning. Letting the place air out a little bit. I didn't start making any real money until last year, man. I've been doing this for 5 years. And in my fourth year is where I started seeing some significant income. And it wasn't anything like absolutely nuts, man. It was last year, I think, I don't know if I should talk about how much money I made, but it's around 130 was what I made last year total, which isn't crazy. But, for not having finished college yet, I'll take it. From the time I started trading until that 130 mark, I was all in about between 22 and 25,000. I had taken some payouts before then. That's just what I made last year. So I made a little bit on Forex, lost more than I made, took some payouts. First payout was with Top Step with prop firms. Total throughout my career, the money that I've spent versus the money that I've made way more than I've spent. Yeah, 130 from trading alone. I didn't have any affiliates last year, man. I didn't get affiliated with anybody until, and obviously I don't sell anything, but I didn't get affiliated with anybody, I don't think until like October of last year, and that was with Apex. And anybody who's been affiliated with Apex, you don't make hardly anything. You make like $2 a sale on there. So it's not like you got to be one of these big guys to be making any sort of crazy money with that. Are you doing it, Alejandro, are you doing it through a program? Are you trying to transfer through a program? Because I transferred through a program that if you kept your GPA at a certain level, you did certain community service things, you went down a checklist of things, then it made admissions a lot easier to transfer. So there might be a program like that in Florida. Look into that. Somebody just asked what I make from TikTok. Bro, I've made 0.05 cents since Friday on TikTok. TikTok doesn't pay shit, dude. Nah, TikTok doesn't pay anything. Excuse my language. Volume, yes. Somebody, is it Maria? Bookmap is a huge game changer. Huge. Definitely, my trading consistency improved dramatically from implementing Bookmap. My buddy had 200,000 on Instagram and they randomly banned him. That sucks. That really sucks. Maybe he can appeal that. What did he say? Something about the tiny hat people or something? That'll get you banned real quick. I saw a guy with like 300,000 on TikTok. He got banned because of that. That's why I'm always very careful what I say. I have classes during the day. I have an 8 a.m. on Thursdays. Most of my classes don't start until 12:30. So my earliest class is 12:30. Besides that, 8 a.m. The latest class is 5. Yeah, the big Yahoo. Bookmap isn't an indicator, it's a software. Oh, you're talking about inside of the thing, inside of there? There's different ones you can use. I think TradeMap Lite, if you implement that, it's supposed to filter out any spoof orders. So I definitely would recommend trying that out. What's up, C-Bum? What's up, PJ? Any word from Big Mikey? Nah, I don't know where he's been. TradingView is where you should chart. As Scorpion moons. TradingView is where I like to chart. I execute on Trade-of-8, and then I have this level 2 data software called Bookmap. So TradingView is by far the best charting platform. And I don't use the download, I use the website. Michelle. It's a huge stack of orders at this 2,800 level that we're just not wanting to take. Why would you not use the download? I just like the website better, man. I felt like there was more slippage with the download. I could be wrong about that. It could have just been a bad timing thing for me, but I like using the website. It's easy. Any advice? I'm new here. I have a video pinned on my page for people who are new trying to get into this. Said it's happened like 5 or 6 times and didn't post anything bad. Thinks it's a glitch. Could be, yeah. Definitely could be. I didn't take a trade. Wanted to take an entry off this 15 down here, but we were looking for a dig to 704. That's where I saw a big line of orders on Bookmap. You see that line right there, 704? We just took that 800 level, and I didn't get it. Didn't get the dig, so no trade. And I didn't want to FOMO in. I don't do FOMO. That's exactly what I said the other day. I remember when I said as soon as I turn the stream off, we're going to get a beautiful setup. And that's exactly what happened the other day. We got that short. Yeah, exactly, AZ. As soon as if I were to say, okay, I'm going to take a long, even though I didn't get my entry, I'm going to take a long. With my luck, dude, with the way things go, I'll take a trade, enter a long, and price will just plummet. So I'd rather just miss a trade than take a trade and get stopped out. No balance. It's all for show. Ultimate LARP. What a LARP style would it be to not paper trade and act like that's real, but to just not trade at all and act like you do trade. Take it easy, Alejandro. Have a good one, man. I'd lost like 1K yesterday and I recovered almost completely today. There you go. Very nice. Christian LARP's live, exactly. With trade like this, how do you know where to take profit since closest liquidity is like 2 months back? I have levels marked out up here. You can see these levels marked out. But you would rely, for me, I would rely heavily on Bookmap to figure out where I want to take profit. You just watch the way that price is moving. You now have orders up to 25, 825. You want to see Bookmap? Sensei, I execute on Tradeovate, so I click the buy market, sell market button on Tradeovate, even when my account's tied to TradingView. I just hopped off. You all should have some mint setups coming in soon. This is Bookmap, level 2 data software, institutional order flow. You got buyers and sellers on there. Texting Barron and Pelosi. Let me know what they say, man. They won't answer me. Barron should know. Daily dog. You're wild. Actually, I did not mean to open this, but we'll go with it. This stream is brought to you by Recess. If you haven't tried it, give it a look. Hopefully they'll sponsor me soon. It's a magnesium and I'm going to botch this word. Adopgen infused sparkling water. And it has magnesium. Doesn't say which one. Probably does over here. Magnesium L-threonate. Threonate. Some other ones as well. Vitamin B6, potassium, calcium. Total sugar, 3 grams. Total carbs, 4. Yeah. Great stuff. Highly recommend. The one bone sticking out of your arm is the thickness of my actual whole arm. Which bone are you talking about? Making the can look like a mini can. So I put this shirt on this morning, and as you can see, it looks like I bought it from Baby Gap. Would you believe that this is a 2XL shirt? There's no way. Yeah, J2M, no problem, man. Isaiah, what's up, bro? No, we haven't taken a trade. We don't trade over here. This is just a LARP stream, bro. I'm hoping by way of osmosis, I'll learn how to trade eventually. What does it do? Adopgen, I think, or Adapgen. I'll let you read it. I can't tell what. Let's see if it'll focus on there. No, that's like not ideal. Focus. Can't see it. It's spelled Adaptogen. You tell me how to say that. Just chills you out. It's a nice little relaxing drink. Fitting to be a sweep. Morning's going great, man. Cannot complain. Yep, that's just how it works sometimes, man. It's just how it goes. What's my bias for the day? I mean, I think with the news and everything, everybody was thinking we were bearish, but we're clearly seeing bullish momentum here. There would have to be something drastic to change to switch that. Yeah, there's some orders up there. A little bit flashing. Mostly into the 20s, but you see this area right here, those are orders. I got the sensitivity way up. So if I change this, see how bright that gets? That's actually all orders. They're just very small orders. So this, you can change this slider and it filters it out so you only see the larger orders. Well, we've had levels like that already that we've absorbed. You can see this back here. We had a level like that here and we created momentum. It had an initial pullback, but then, you know, we shot up right here, as you can see. So we'll see what happens. This also looks way more drastic than the trading view. If you were to look at trading view, because I have this so spread out, what I can do here is I can condense this so that you can get a better idea of what it would look like on trading view. That's kind of what the trading view would look like if you were on like the 1 minute or something. But I keep this spread out so the orders, I can see the exact levels of the orders. Yeah, J2M, I do not recommend trying to jump into this if you're new. That's why I didn't, in that video, I did not talk about Bookmap. There's 400 or so orders up there in the 50s. They're gonna do a repeat. I'm not in a position. I'm not in a long or a short. Trump tweet. Europe needs energy. Urges UK to expand North Sea oil output. Norway is profiting, criticizes windmills, blah, blah, blah. If he uses the word China or tariffs, you can expect it to plummet. There was, Scott Bessent just said something. We put a 10% Section 122 tariff. We have put in 10% Section 122 tariffs. The president has not opted to lift that rate to 15 at this point in time. You would think that's bullish news, to be honest. If he were to raise it to 15, we're going to probably have a nice little sell-off. I'm hoping so, Mason. Yeah, because the reason I said that, is it Philip or Felipe? The reason I said that is all the prop firms are competing with each other right now for your business. They're trying to make it more appealing for you to use them. So that's why I said there's some really good firms right now, and they're all trying to compete for your business, which is good for the consumer. You know, the competition like that is usually good for the consumer. We've got a 1 minute breaker with a bearish gap inside of it. You guys spotting that? This might be an interesting short if it digs. There's orders at 805. Should we take a little stab at this? Orders flashing at 805, which would be at the top of that gap. Swept that 800 level, V-shaped recovery, breaker, 1 minute. I mean, this is ideal. If I'd spotted this sooner, I might have taken that entry right there. Am I just a day late and a dollar short today? See what happens here. Wait for the hourly candle to close? No. I'm going to wait 15 minutes. If this is the setup, I'm not going to wait another 15 minutes. By then, this probably will have fully played out. We'll see. I'm going to be patient here. I'd like to see a deeper dig. Keep waiting for deeper digs and missing setups, though. There's plenty of liquidity down to 25,760. Should be down to here. So sweep of this swing. Just going to stay patient here. Jeez Louise. I heard they don't like each other. Who knows, though? How do you get the line on your chart? This line down here? It's an indicator. I think this is getting ready to dump, at least down to 60. I agree with you. It is understandable. A lot of White House people talking. Hassett said the increase in oil price will reverse. I don't know how he's predicting that. What do you mean, Felipe? What do you mean? Do I think it'll be fun? Not yet, Fat. I do not trade Asia. 25,837. There's orders up to the 50s, but there are orders down to the 60s as well. 850 above us and then 760 below us. Let's see how we react in this area here. Orders at 805. I'm going to mark that out. No, you'll see if I placed an order, you would see it like that right there. You would see it. I don't have any orders. Starting to flash up to the 25 level here, 825. So I might completely disrespect this. We are bullish, so this would be a counter trend trade if I did take it. Tapped into the CE, rejected right out of it. Not enough volume for me, not enough movement. I like the New York AM session. Felipe, I would say that, and hear me out on this, this is not to be discouraging, but how you said you took your first payout, I would not consider that profitable. Just keep that in mind. Profitability, in my definition of profitability, and a lot of other people would agree with this, plenty would disagree as well, but profitability is sustained payouts, meaning pretty much every payout cycle you're taking a payout for 9 to 12 months. So I would say just remember, like, there's plenty of people that take a payout and then they don't take another one for 6 months or a year, or they go through a dry spell for, a couple of weeks or, months. But when you get to the point where you're taking consistent payouts on a regular basis, that's profitability. Are you actually taking a counter against this extremely bullish environment? That's how I know this dude doesn't trade for real. How about this? If you believe that I don't trade for real, hit the little X button in the top corner of your screen and go to a different place. It's pretty easy, man. No one, not even me, is asking you to be here. I promise you. No one's going to be upset. Yeah, I mean, if you're talking textbook definition of profitability, would be that you've made more than you've spent. That is for sure. I mean, I can give you an example. I know somebody very close to me who started trading, and within the first 2 months started taking some payouts from Take Profit Trader. And after their second or third payout, they haven't taken another one since. And that was almost a year ago. So I'm telling you that there's the potential there for, for dry spells. It doesn't. Profitability comes, and I would say you can officially say you're profitable 9 to 12 months after you've been taking very consistent payouts. Hi from Really. What's up, man? Yeah, for sure. I would say stick with the Top Step, man. You're doing well with him. You just took a payout. I'd say stick with him. Keep milk the accounts that you have. If you only have one account with him, grab another one. You can copy trade with them. I don't personally think that Top Step is a bad firm. I don't like them because I don't want to be stuck on their platform. So if you don't mind it and you're doing well, I'd say stick with them. There's nothing wrong with them. People make a lot of money with Top Step. All right, Aaron, take it easy, man. Bookmap has orders flashing up to 825 now. Four years, J2M. That's awesome, man. That's a great feeling. ICT 2022 is great. South Africa, what's up, man? Boring discipline, exactly. I'm not even going to respond to anyone. I'll just go ahead and say this. Anyone that wants to come in here and be negative from now on, I'm not even going to acknowledge. You're just going to get blocked immediately. 2 seconds. That's all you get. Lawson, what's up, man? You get a CPA and a tax attorney. I would say misinformed. For some people it is because they gamble. It is definitely luck for some people. But for people who have spent a lot of time investing in developing a strategy and a system, it is pretty much, it's definitely not luck. Oh, I didn't take it, man. I didn't take the short. I faded it. As soon as we had orders popping up into the 20s, this is why Bookmap is so effective. As soon as I saw those orders coming up here into the 20s, which is above where my stop would have been, completely faded the trade. I love hearing that, Felipe. I love that, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. 4K in a month is huge. That's more than most people make in their regular jobs. Just keep that in mind. That's you know, I know people that make less than that. So let's see the M5. Well, let's see here. I think I had a picture after I washed it. I don't know if you can see that very clearly. The reflection. I can close this blind, try to get you a better view. Did I give you a better view? Here, what if I change this? There you go. A little M5 action. A little black on black. There you go, Felipe. Take care, man. Got funded today on Lucid. Very nice. Very nice. You have Discord? Yeah, links in the bio. I know what it is about your apartment. I figured it out. What is it? So you only have 500 of the drawdown left, DP? Any other links in the bio? You wild, dude. It's the neutral cool tones. The gray. Millennial grays, I think it's called. There you go, Master Key. Love that, man. Any tips on starting trading? I'm new. I want to start. I have a pinned video on my page. Check it out. Oh, FJB. I got 2 different cameras, man. Sorry. I have. I was showing them with the other camera. I don't know if you can see this on yours on the tube. Is that too close? Pull it back a little bit. There you go. I appreciate that, Mason. Just DP, I would say just take it slow and easy, man. Uh, hey, the plant is doing great. This is Lazarus. That's his natural state. That's his natural state. He is thriving. We talk on a regular basis. He lets me know he is very appreciative of how well I maintain him. He's got, look at this. He's got his own. I got a spray bottle. You know, I spray his leaves. I wipe him. I water him. Play music for him. He's chilling. DP, I would just say take it easy. Look for your A+ setups, man, and size down. Size down. Don't try to hit home runs or try to get out of drawdown and with one trade. The biggest mistake you can make is just looking for home runs to get out of your drawdown in one trade. Just chip away at it. You know, you eat an elephant by taking one bite at a time. I got my first payouts 4 back to back to back. Haven't gotten one in over 2 weeks. It happens, man. Make sure you are looking back at your journaling and seeing what you were doing right versus what you're doing now that could potentially be causing that. That's why journaling is so important. Lazarus has better care than me. We know your lady takes care of your plant. She doesn't, but she is the one that got it for me. She did get that for me. She's very much into plants. She loves plants. She has a ton of them. And she's very good at taking care of them. And I'm not. I have other plants that she got me that I forget about because they're behind my monitor. Yeah, they're mostly dead. There's a couple of them that are still alive. There's a couple like cacti that are still alive. What broker do I use? I use Tradeify, Take Profit Trader, Apex, Lucid, Alpha Futures. And then if you're talking about personal capital, I recommend AMP. The way NASDAQ moves, you don't need more than 5 contracts on micro for $1,000 a day. Yeah, that's true. What would you write in your journal? Mark, in my Discord, I have a template that I put together for people who are looking for ideas of what they can include in their journaling. It's pretty extensive, so you don't need, you know, if you were to do all of it, that'd be great, but it's not necessary. It's kind of over the top. But it gives you enough detail. Yeah, see, Master Key knows. You should read the template. It talks about journaling all kinds of things, not just with what you're seeing on the charts, but like Master Key just said, your emotions, what you're feeling. If you went on tilt, there's physical signs that you can feel, and for me, it's in my body. I can feel my ears getting hot when I know I'm about to do something stupid. So journaling is super important. That's a beautiful spec, bro. Is it manual? I know manuals are very rare. No, I was looking at a manual and it just, I didn't pull the trigger on that. It's a what is it, a F10? When a duck lands in water, it does it very gracefully. Even if the feet under the water are going crazy, let your emotions be the duck's feet where it can't be seen. There you go. It's a 14. I mean, I would say the strength comes with the hypertrophy for me, Mason. My numbers are decent, strength-wise. I mean, I'm not a power lifter by any means, but the numbers are definitely there. Wide eyes. Yeah, there you go. Yep, 450 and 405 on bench is the max. I don't really max out though. I just work out. I don't find, for me personally, much benefit to maxing out, especially at 33. Yeah, that's what I meant, Maddie. That's what I meant, 135. Book map's a little thin, man. They still have those orders up there in the 850s, like we talked about earlier. But it does look a little thin. Took that previous New York PM high there. When are you getting off? Yeah, it's 11. Time flies, man. I know as soon as I shut this down, we're going to get just a beautiful setup here. There you go, Mason. That's a good goal to have, man. I like the ambition. Oh, you wait until 11 and not 12. Historically, man, from the data that I've compiled over my trading, from 11 to 12, things just have not been the best. We did take this previous New York PM high here and reverse right out of it, but I still don't trust shorts. Big order at 65. All right, guys, I'm going to stick to my rules. My rules are 11. I'm going to stick to my rules. You guys have a good day. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate all the follows. Go ahead and drop a follow if you're new. We're live every day at 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Love you guys. Take care. God bless you. Have a good day.